So this is the pond that we've enlarged. If you watch the other video, you can see how much bigger it is. It's probably double the size. We're still moving the liner back and digging it out. And I'm going to show you, the fish are all hiding like they always do. You can see how clear it is. And it's because I moved the filter up and it's agitating the water more. And it's also because I get a lot of evaporation. I water my plants with the water, and then I fill it up from the well water every couple days. So that's actually a water change. So it really is fighting this algae. And I find that early in the season, the algae is worse, even though it's not as hot. And it's almost like the pond adapts to the algae. And when you get those blooms in the beginning, the pond can't keep up, but then it's like an immune system and it catches up. So you can see that koi right there. The Africans, you never see them unless you sneak up on them. They're all in here. You can throw a tropical fish in Austin for 6 months. So it's 90 degrees out because super cool. This year is bizarre, raining and cool all summer. But it'll go up to 93 today. We're in the hill country. It's 99 in Austin. Uh, it's 93 and the water temperature is probably 78. So this is ideal for them. And during the day, it probably gets up to 82, 83. The ground's going to insulate this water and keep the temperature from dramatic shifts and from getting really hot or really cold. So I'm going to work on this liner a little bit over here and you guys can watch. It's not going to be easy to move all these rocks. That's really the obstacle. For this giant rock, probably 800 pounds, I had to tie it to the back of my truck and accelerate and move the rock out of the way. That was pretty entertaining. Something stabbing me again. It's these thorns. Yeah, that's enough of this. That's gonna have to. Wow. Thorns. So I'm trying to dig it out so that we have more room in here. And I'm going to do what I should have done before, which is put these flatter rocks around the edges more evenly. And the reason I'm doing that, I mean, obviously you want flatter rocks, but I want to create an even edge all the way around like I should have in the beginning because I'm too lazy. I just threw this liner in my hole. But one of the main reasons I want to do that is because I want to put expensive cichlids in here. And the problem with doing expensive cichlids is I have to be really careful of predators. They're everywhere. And so they killed all my koi, except for that one, when they were smaller. I mean, if they got any bigger, it'd be even worse. They'd still try to kill them because they'd be even more excited by big koi. The biggest predator, I think, is a raccoon. I know the armadillos and the porcupines aren't going to do it, but raccoons love that shit. Coyotes, obviously, no. But I think the birds do it. The herons or whatever they are. They're these big water birds, ibis-looking things. I don't know what they are. They're a nightmare. And you'll see them sitting around in water. I haven't seen a lot around here. I see them in Houston a lot, but not as much around here. So what I'm doing by digging this out is I'm creating depth. And I'm taking the dirt out. You can't really see it, but when I take that dirt out, what it does is it adds depth to the pond, but it also creates a shelf, but I can also use the dirt. So the reason I need the dirt is because I have to build up that side of the pond and bring it in because there's not enough liner. So what I'm doing is I'm looking for where I had too much liner, And I'm expanding that area, which obviously is the way to do it. And then the pond will be bigger in that area, but the problem is it raises the water level, obviously. Unless you're just, I don't know what that is. Unless you're just creating shallow shelves all the way around and keeping the same surface height, which isn't really going to give you a lot more gallons in your pond. Unless you're doing that, you're going to have to be aware of where the liner's low. So liner's low right there. So what happens is, as I raise these edges up even farther, I have to raise that one right now. As I raise these up, what happens is, obviously the water level rises, which is what you want. You're going to get real depth in the middle. You're going to get more temperature protection in the depth, because the deeper it is, especially surrounded by dirt, the greater your temperature protection is. So I'm creating that depth as much as possible. And then I'm raising the water level up over there, and I've only got like 4 inches left. There I can raise it in 5 seconds because I have extra liner. But over here I don't have the liner. So when it goes up about 4 inches, it's going to go over the liner. Probably 6 inches. And that's a lot. To raise this all the way up to here would be another couple hundred gallons. But it would just be too close. So what I do is I move the pond. Basically, I'm moving the pond this way. And so when I add dirt over there and push the liner up, it makes the pond a little smaller over there, but gives me tons of surface height on the liner. So then I can move these shallow areas out 3 or 4 feet, raise the pond up to where I want it to, which is here, backfill some more dirt for that insulation, and then I'll match the top of that liner. But it'll give me hundreds of gallons over here and some surface height. So that's kind of the whole point. Now, the biggest problem is going to be moving the 800-pound rock, because what I want to do is move it back a little farther, build it up with these rocks all the way around, put this rock up on top of them. It's not really decoration. My theory is when the pond is surrounded by rocks overhanging the water, the raccoons can't get in it. What they want is a little dirt walkway right into the pond like you would normally see. So, and depth. Raccoons aren't going to go in the water. So what happens is they're going to try to reach in like cats because they're insane. I guess this could have been a wild cat. But you would need like in the pond level did go way down and the pond was half this size. So those animals can reach in and grab the fish. Don't ask me how they can do that. It's really stupid, but that seems to be what's happening. And so creating a 2-3 foot deep pond in the middle, that's where the fish are going to sleep. Nothing's getting in there except maybe a bird, a big heron, but even then, big heron's not going to go 3 feet. Anyway, though, I want to raise the side up. I want to make it more even all the way around so that I can put a mesh net on it. I want that net to really be tight and then wrap underneath the boulders. So first of all, it's going to keep the birds out, but even raccoons, even whatever they're trying to do, they're not going to be able to get through that mesh net if it's secured evenly all the way around. So I'm going to raise that side up, and I'm going to give you guys another look at the pond. Oh, that was the problem. I had it zoomed in. I'm a genius. So I'm going to work on that side right now. And then I'm going to leave you guys. This is already too long of a video for this. You can see the koi again hanging out. All he does all day long is eat algae. He's pissed that his friends got stolen. I don't see any African cichlids. They are really good at hiding. So I'll give you guys another update tomorrow.